Hello YouTube, it's Nightshade Moon here, and I'm just coming on to do hopefully a really quick video. I have some witch bottles that I really want to make, so I'm just fresh out of the shower, sitting in my kitchen, and so my hair's wet. But I have all my stuff ready, ingredients, and I was gonna use these bottles that were in my witchy haul. So I was just gonna, light some Palo Santo and get ready to, cleanse the area. I'm in my kitchen right now, so, um, it's kind of like I gotta get the space a little more ready. So if you just bear with me and we can check out how I make witch bottles for protection, mostly. We'll add some lavender in there and everything for like happiness and stuff, but mainly focus on protection. So if you give me a minute, I can get my little tiny little piece of Palo Santo going. Please excuse me if my music is a little too loud. I just kind of want something relaxing going on. So I have Pandora. I have my Pandora on my phone. So I usually just like to light this and, get the smoke going and, ow, just in the general area. You guys need a little? I wanted to put the smoke in all of my bottles so that they're cleansed. I might have to light this a little bit more. I don't know. I really hope this music isn't too loud. I think I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. Hopefully you can hear me good. If any of y'all are wondering, the tattoos on my shoulder here are leopard print. Just I get a lot of questions about that. I've had people ask me, like, is something wrong with your skin? And I'm like, no, it's tattoos. Oh, okay. No big deal. Alright. So it looks like everything's ready for myself there. Just seeing how long we've been in this. We're already 3 minutes in. Just stub this out. Alright, so I have quite a bit of ingredients that I want to incorporate in these bottles today. I'll only show you how I make one, but I'm gonna, I have 4 to do, so, because I need one. I want to do one for me, in my household and my family, and then I have 3 more for friends that I, really want to make, so let's get started. So I have some already blessed sea salt here that I like to use, and for whatever reason it's kind of chunky right now. But I'm going to put some of that in there. And I have a like junk mail ad thing that I was going to, use to put everything in the bottles so I don't make a mess. Hopefully. Hopefully I won't make a mess, so. Usually like to start with the sea salt. So I'm just going to dump some out, and I'm probably going to use all of this in this jar. I'll have to get more. I'm going to make a mess, I know it. I'm just saying. There we go. So there we go. I have the sea salt in there. And I like to, put my hands on it and just kind of enchant a little bit as I go along. I try to do it as I add every ingredient, and sometimes I feel that I need to, and then, do it again at the end, and then sometimes, I won't enchant between each, ingredient, and I'll just, like, wait till the end. It all depends. I mean, it's totally up to you, whatever you feel But I think I'm feeling today that I'm just gonna, do this in between each ingredient. So if you just give me a moment and I will get this done. Okay. Alright, I'm trying to figure out what I want to add next. I think I want to have some in this really beat up bag, but I have some frankincense resin that I wanted to incorporate as well. So I'm gonna grab my mortar and pestle here and put, that's too much. Too much. Just want to put a little bit in each one. So I'm hopefully it won't be really loud when I'm crunching everything up and, let me see, because I know there's something else I wanted to, eggshells. I mainly try to use these for protection as well. These are ones that I've used cooking, and I've cleaned them and dried them and everything, and I really like eggshells for protection. And for whatever reason, I really just felt like I should put some of my frankincense resin in there. So, there we go. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to put in here. I think we're good, so I'm just going to go ahead. You can't really see, I'm sorry. I'm filming on my iPad, so I'm just going to go ahead and start crushing this stuff up here. And there's pieces flying out. It's all part of the witching experience, right? These are definitely hard little buggers here. I've had them for a long time. Maybe, I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but... just crush up a little bit more. A piece almost hit me in the face. Alright, I think we're good. Oh, it smells really good. Okay, so try to get some of my pieces that went flying and put them back in there. Alright, so I have some eggshell there. I have some, this is pretty much, I don't know if you can really, there's like a glare. This is pretty much, this is it. Just not too crazy, I didn't powder it or anything, just wanted to chunk it up a little bit more, or, crush it up a little bit more. And there was something else I wanted to add, and I can't remember. Yes. So I have this really old, I actually dug this up in the backyard of my parents' house, hole and everything, and the lid still works. I wanted to put some cinnamon sticks in each one, if they'll fit. I might have to break them in half, but we'll see. I like to put one, ooh, they're not going to fit, look. So, I have a half in here, so I think I'll just, actually 2 halves. So, just put that in there, and I'll just have to, I don't know why I pulled them all out. Whatever. I'll just break them in half to put them in. You don't have to use whole cinnamon sticks or anything like that. You could use powder, it doesn't matter. It's whatever, again, whatever feels right for you. I love how protective for me cinnamon is, so I just always try to incorporate it. I also make a house blessing and protection oil that I have it in a black jar, and I put it outside like an equal armed cross outside every window in our apartment, and And we're on the second floor, so I kind of just open the window and stick my hand out. But I try to do that once a month, and I have a whole stick that I stuck like in the oil, and it's pretty cool. I mean, it doesn't smell bad. It doesn't smell like, oh my god, amazing. I do have patchouli oil that I use with it as well. And then I guess when I run out, I can, when I run out of the oil, I can make a video if anyone's interested on seeing how I make it and what I, put into it. So I'm going to go ahead and enchant this really quickly so I can add this to the bottle. So bear with me one moment here. Also, if anyone's interested, the Pandora station that I have playing is the... Sorry, I'm just kind of like poking it with my fingers for whatever reason. The Pandora station is the Lorena McKinnon station. So if you, are interested or whatever, you're like... If you can even hear the music in the background, if you like it, you could always check it out. So let me go ahead and we'll add this in. And I'm only going to take a little bit, again, because I have, I have 4 to do total, so let's go ahead and fold this up here. Go ahead and get this in. There we go. So there, it's in. You can sort of see it. I don't know if that's better. Put that to the side, and I have some lavender that I wanted to add in just for, I know this is like mostly for protection that I want these jars to do, but I always want to add in something else for like happiness, and to me lavender brings, happiness in the home, so I definitely want to add some of that. And I'll enchant the bottle again now, so that I added it. Okay, so when I have that, and I have some reused jar here, but I have some basil that I grew. I used to have like a little, like a box, a window box on my cart over there that I have like next to the window. Whew, didn't want to open. And I grew some of my own herbs. And these have already been blessed and enchanted with what I want them to do. But for me, I always want to add a little bit of something else for like money and success. And to me, basil has a lot to do with that. So I just want to go ahead and add a couple pieces in there. And again, when I make these, I don't make my my witch bottles for protection per se every time. And if I do, when I do make them, excuse me, I'm like losing my train of thought. I don't use the same exact ingredients every single time. I mean, granted, I might find something I really like and stick with it for a while, but I feel like every time I've made them, lately I've kind of just like done, I've done different stuff in each one just because I just feel that it needs to be a little different. And, your lives change and things are different from the last time you may have made one, so it's kind of like, you kind of just feel what you need for that time. So if you excuse me, I'm just going to chant again, just add a little more intention in here, since I already added the blessed basil leaves. So bear with me. Okay, so now that we have that added, I have some... This looks like a big old mess, but I have some more of the herbs that I grew. And in here I have... Oh my god, it's kind of like buried in the bottom there. Oh, no, here we go. I have some sage and rosemary together. I didn't have a third jar at the time, so I always want to put some sage in there again for the, witch bottles. To me, these trap negativity, negative entities. Can't get this. Oh, stuff like that. So to me, this with the salt and everything neutralizes, anything that may be trying to get into your home, or, you know, stuff like that. So I have that, and I'm just going to chant again. Okay. And another, like, strong, for me, another strong protection. I wouldn't say herb because this isn't an herb, but something that's very strong and very protective is graveyard dirt. So I have some of that as well that I want to add in, and there's kind of like some grass stuff in here that I didn't really want to add all that in. I should really like crunch all this up in my mortar and pestle and put it back, excuse me, in the jar. So I'm just going to put some of this in here. I don't usually shake these up when I make them. My nose like really itches, I'm sorry. So I'm going to enchant again and add more intention into this. So bear with me again. I kind of just, when I enchant, I kind of just, you know, put my hands over it and push my energy and my intention into it until my hands start getting hot and like tingly for whatever reason. That's just how, I don't know how, you know, I'm sure it'll affect everyone differently for the most part, but I mean, just for me, it's, my hands get like really warm and tingly, like kind of like you were like, I don't know, like you were clapping them or rubbing together them a lot and you're not, you know. So I kind of just do that until it feels right. So, and it might take somebody longer. They might feel that they need to, you know, enchant longer, or maybe it just might be like a little, and then you're done. You know, it's entirely up to you. So let me see. I think I have everything, herbs and everything wise that I wanted to get in there. So I actually have some broken mirror pieces that I like to put in there, and I have some pins that I want to put in there as well. So let me go ahead and find some, I don't know, some of these might be too big. Find some pieces to stick in there, and this is the point where when I start putting this stuff in, I don't tend to shake it after that, because I kind of like, I don't know, try to place them in there a certain way. It's tricky, but I'm putting 3 pins in this one. Well, I'll do that in each of them, but just, you know, to let you know. And granted, now, a lot of the ingredients that I'm using, if certain things don't work for you, then, you know, you don't have to use everything that I use. You know, you can pick and choose what resonates with you that you should use. Or, you know, totally come up with your own things that you know, want to use. It doesn't have to be the way I do it. You know, everybody feels that they need different things, and it's flipped over. I hate when that happens. Let me see if I have a pen I can stick in there. I like to, it sounds really weird, but I like to have the mirror pieces with the, you know, reflective part facing out. Like, so you can, like, see. Of course, that totally just, like, moved to the point where I can't get to it. But I try to, like, flip them over. Here we go. My window's making some weird noises over there. I don't know if y'all heard that. Alright. So I have those where I want them. And now, what I'll do when these are done is I will take them and place them on my altar and just kind of, you know, get some more like power, I guess, or more energy from my altar. And I don't have any at this time, so I can't even like show you how I do it, but I need to get some black birthday candles and just, like, you know, plop it on the top and light it and just let the wax, you know, come down all around. But that is it. Well, for inside. And then what? Ooh, you know what? No, it's not it. I'm lying. Sorry, guys. So I want to add some hematite. Just like a couple. I have like beads, like you know, that you can use for like jewelry or whatever. So I wanted to add a couple, and they got them from the store in this tube. So I don't know. I just feel like I need a couple. So nice hematite, excuse me, for grounding and stuff like that. And I feel like it'll help ground out the negative, you know, the negative energy or negative whatever that might try to come in your home. Because again, these are to protect your home, and these are to protect your home. So you want to, any kind of spiritual nasties or anything like that, you know, I enchant these to grab that and, you know, take it in and hold it. So, and then the hematite, I guess, my feeling is the hematite's going to ground out those energies and that negativity, and, you know, push it back out into the universe and make it positive is what I like to enchant and or put my intention in to do. I don't want to like trap anything or anything like that. I just want it to, you know, pull it out of your house and, you know, put it back again and turn it into positivity. So if you bear with me, I'm going to enchant this again before I put the lid on it. And I'm sorry that I don't have any of those little black candles that I was talking about that I want to put on top. It really sucks. Like, I didn't realize until I started getting everything together to make this video that I don't have any. So give me a moment. Feels good to me. So now I'm done for all the ingredients in it. And you don't have to fill this bottle. You don't have to, you know, any of that. You don't have to fill it all the way up or anything. It feels right to me to do it this way, so this is the way I'm doing it. And I can, you know, let you guys take a look. Sorry for the glare. I have like a big window, like right across from me there. There's the piece of mirror here that I couldn't flip around with the pen. But there you go. So I have that finished, and I can go ahead and make the other 3 that I need to do. So thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. You know, I'd be glad to answer any questions you may have, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.